Hello and good afternoon, and welcome to Save with Crypto, and welcome to Mafftopia as well. Mafftopia is by this guy here, Maff, who I meant to be in communication with over the weekend, but I completely failed to be. And hello, Maff, how are you doing?
Hello. Good, thank you. Yeah. Were you meant to be in communication?
We're going to do something to do with something.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know,
yeah.
the
The Mafftopia video.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, but yeah, obviously I went away and I just got back today. So
yeah, I mean that's good because I completely forgot, to be honest. I mean I didn't forget we're going to do the video, but I didn't. Yeah, I was like totally elsewhere in my mind. In any case, so it's good. Yeah.
Okay, cool, excellent. Well, thank you very much for setting the stream up today. By the way, I was on my way back, and I did contemplate the idea of like stopping and doing the little chef idea, but you know, when you start doing a journey, you just want to get it done, don't you? You know, it's like
it's true. I mean, you just want to like press on and just get on to wherever you're going. Just putting a quick message into the Discord.
Anywho, so well, over the weekend, I did do a little bit of a long. I said I wasn't going to on Friday, but I did do a bit of a long. Actually, it closed itself with a trailing stop, and it was all right actually. I made a nice bit of money, so that kind of paid for the weekend and a bit towards the car. Yeah, so it's all good really. What I did notice this morning though was this morning I wasn't in any trades, and I was kind of feeling a slight bit of FOMO sort of thing, and that's never a good thing, is it? So I left.
Can be a bit dangerous.
Yeah. So I kind of left Watford at about 1 o'clock. Not 1 o'clock, about 10 o'clock this morning, and I'd had a quick look at the chart before I left, and I thought I'll have a look at it on the bigger time frames. So I did that. I was looking at it on the 1 hour time frame. Now actually, that wasn't the one I was looking at. What was I looking at? Oh, that's annoying. It didn't work with what I was. Maybe I was looking at the index chart. Hang on a sec.
Sure.
There's a method to this. There you go. So
are we looking at the right tab, the right screen?
No, of course not. we are now. We are now. Right. Thank you.
This one you can tell it's right because it's got Quadzilla on there.
Oh, I see. The other one didn't. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So this is the BTC USD index chart, and yeah. So this morning, around about 6:30, 7 o'clock, on the momentum oscillator here, which is part of the Quadzilla indicator that we've developed here. We had these big, well, not big, are they? But the red bars, obviously, and then these little triangle, little super down signals they're called, which normally means it's going to have a bit of a dump. And boom, it did. So that was good.
Oh, it surely did. Yeah,
it surely did, and it almost came down to that retracement level there, but not quite. So I know I've started going into a bit of TA now, but we'll do it properly in a moment. So this got me thinking, like, how did the CME close? Okay, so we'll go over to the CME chart, and this isn't quite what I thought it was going to be. What I thought as I was driving along, I thought I bet that just came down and closed the CME gap, and it actually didn't. Because that was Friday, the 1st of May. That was Sunday, the 3rd. So this, even though that gap is kind of there, that isn't the gap we're talking about, is it? Because we actually go on the closing price of Friday, don't we?
I think it has to be, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, so if I get my,
Hey.
Oh, shush. So.
Well, hello.
So yeah, so where was I? Friday. Go away. So Friday, so it actually closed there, didn't it? on the end of that candle there, and then reopen there. So the actual gap is there, right? Oh, hang on. No, it did close. It did close, didn't it? No. Sorry, I'm talking crap, aren't I? Yeah. So that candle, it's a candle close there, isn't it?
Okay.
That's what I should have measured it from, because that is essentially where the CME closed on Friday. Yeah. So right. So although it looks like it filled the gap in, it actually didn't, because that was quite a big.
No, because you're right, because it's all of that. Okay.
So
still a fair amount of liquidity left there, isn't there, to be slurped up?
There is.
Hey.
That said, all these hays that they're all coming from the 1 minute chart on Bitcoin, which I suppose which I suppose we can talk about. We can talk about in a moment, but essentially, these are occurring here. What have I got it set? I got it's the green bars is what I've got it set for. So
okay.
So it might have a little bounce here, I reckon, but I do think we might need to come down a little bit further, and that would be from here. That would be, where are we there? That would actually be down about another, well, about 900 to £1,000 down. Okay. So anyway, bearing that in mind, shall we just swiftly move on to the thingy? Sorry.
The thingy.
Anybody here, by the way? By the way, obviously the time is different today. So actually, yeah. I'll tell you what. As of next week, I'm actually starting a little bit of real work, actually, which is at certain times of the day. I mean, it's all remote stuff, you know. Well, mostly anyway. But we might have to do a bit of
jiggling of the time.
I think so. Yeah. I need to check the timetable, but it might change. Yeah, it might change a little bit next week anyway. So do bear that in mind. Is anybody here apart from you and Alana? Hello, Alana. Okay, so let's get on with the thing, and then we can move on. So here we go. Anyway, so bearing all that in mind, and you're talking about slurping of liquidity and stuff, then do you want to tell me more?
Yeah, let's have a quick look. So I'll be totally honest, I haven't actually had a chance to look at the charts at all today. So this is going to be literally live TA that we're doing, just diving in and having a bit of a look. That said, just what I've immediately noticed on here with the these retracement channels that are from Quadzilla, the price is actually bang on 50% right now between that retracement level at the low and that retracement level at the high, of kind of, because these kind of plot out. There's often like hidden liquidity in the charts that these locate, these levels, and they act like price magnets. Just kind of the price wants to go to here, the price also wants to come down to here, and when everything's just kind of balanced out a bit, it ends up just like straddling the 50% line, the fair value level between the two. And that's exactly what seems to have happened here. You can kind of see that all the way along this, where the green turns into the red, the price came up, rejected off that 50% level like a whole bundle of times, each time has kind of faked out a bit and just come back down. Same again, although wicked higher this time. So it's like it's really trying, really wants to get up there. I mean, you can kind of see the liquidity there, which that's kind of skewered through there, like so. And that's at 88,444. Do you think that's viable, just given the current state of the market and everything? And given that we're kind of 10k below that at the moment, so and given the other direction down here, we're talking about like the price equally being pulled downwards towards like 68k. There's all the 10s, and it's like we're at 78, price wants to come down to 68 or wants to go to 88. Which are they going to be? Don't know. We'll have to dig into it some more and try and find out.
It's all probably going to happen at some point. It's just a matter of when, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, basically. There's, I mean, even though we've got this uptrend going on, and the EMAs cross bullish back on the 16th of April. This being the daily, so that sorry. So there's definite sort of, there's a sense of like, bullishness to that, although it's kind of eased off, isn't it? It kind of came out rejected. Could you view that as a sort of a continuation type of a thing, the way it's done that back that? Is that what's going on there?
Maybe
a bit of a creative view of things. I mean, as I say, it's on the daily, so it's a little bit take a longer term outlook than what we normally do here. But potentially, so
yeah. I don't know. I can see a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel at the moment. Not quite sure why, but
yeah,
it does feel like it's not going to go down to 60k just yet.
No, there's life in the old puppy just yet, isn't there?
There is.
The old puppy, doesn't even make any sense. So if I put that in, is that again maybe being a bit creative, but there's also that liquidity range just there. Maybe I move that up a bit. Sort of then you can kind of see that the price equally kind of topped out just where that was, and that it's that level essentially that has been struggling to get up through. If we drop to the 4 hour, that's vaguely rude actually. I don't think it was intentionally rude at the time when I drew it, unless I was just in that sort of mood. Oh, what was that? What did I just delete? Okay. Oh, okay. You can actually delete an indicator by hitting delete if it's selected. I didn't even realize it.
Oh,
kind of good to know, I suppose.
No,
I prefer it if it didn't, but anyway. Delete that. So yeah, looking then on the 4 hour, so that's paints a bit of a different picture, doesn't it? Because on there's you can see other sort of lines of resistance that the price had just come up and hit up against. So I'm talking of resistance. I'm almost kind of resisting digging further into the TA just yet. Because I also wanted to mention about the alerting just while we're here in Quadzilla.
Oh, okay.
There's a question from Kaz, wasn't there, that we kept missing each other in terms of like she would turn up to the live streams and I didn't in order to answer her questions about the alerts. But is there a Kaz in the house today by any chance? I think she usually says hello, which is there, so possibly not. But
she's had enough. She got frustrated and went.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So let me just have a look. If I this is the old usual sort of thing that I wanted to do this in a non-doxifying sort of way. So we'll just do this. Sorry. Come back. There we go. That should do it. yeah, so essentially in the Save with Crypto Discord, there's, what have we got? This is in the Quadzilla TA learning channel, which hasn't had that much use lately. I think because the people that are using Quadzilla already kind of know all they need to know. They sort of chat about it in the other channels anyway. But in this case, Kaz asked in here about combining alerts and stuff. So I think there was, because she wanted to be able to show the, so within Quadzilla itself. Actually, you know what, I'll move this out of the way and just, I can't find it now. where's the, there you go. Yeah, she wanted to be able to look at the stochastic momentum lines that we get, the oscillator lines that we get within Quadzilla. So if I actually switch those on, so I shall switch off the convergence band just to kind of recreate what she's looking at, and over on style. So you've got the 1 stochastic, the 4 stochastic. I'll switch off the average, the weighted average, just for now. And so on this, it's essentially, and also switch off the RSI. So yeah, the red is the fastest moving of the 4 momentum oscillator stochastic things, lines, and the green is the slowest moving. So what Kaz had noted was that if the stochastics move up into oversold up here, like they're above 80, the 80 line, or if they move down into oversold, they're below the 20 line, then and then if the red crosses down under the slow moving green while it's up here, then that's usually a really good indication that the price is on the turn. And sure enough, just say you can kind of see it, that the price peaked there, flipped, came back down, and came down some before continuing its upward trajectory. And that was reflected here. In this particular case, in fact, Quadzilla also drew in a red bar on that bar, which is really useful. I'll just widen that out a bit. On this one, so when the price was still heading up, sorry, that's the wrong one, isn't it? On this one, when the price is still heading up, and Quadzilla kind of said like, oh, by the way, this is probably a pivot point. The price is going to just turn and head back down, and then the next bar, whoomp, bearish candle coming back down. So that was good. But yeah, but on this, just in this particular example, the red crossed down below the green on the next one over when the price actually was coming down. So I wonder if there's a better example. But it's this sort of thing in any case. Oh, maybe if I drop to just to find an example, drop to the 3 minute, and maybe there, yeah, because on this one, so the red headed up, pivoted, came back down at that stage. So you could look at that as bearish divergence, really. So this on the momentum, this is a bearish signal when the fastest moving stochastic, the red, crosses below the slowest one, the green, and it's up here and overbought. But the divergence is obviously the fact that the price is still heading upwards, and it's above the 9 EMA, the cyan. But it's a sure sign to, like, hey, watch out, because we're going to see some down pretty soon. And then flop down. In fact, it really started to head down after that. And obviously, so if you'd opened up a short up here, that would have been a good one to ride basically all the way down, and you'd have also been helped along again by this convergence, sorry, not convergence, this retracement channel. In fact, there are 2 of them that have kind of overlapped. So like, take your pick, really. They're both relevant in this case. Hello, Kaz. Hi, late. Sorry, in between loads of washing. Well, welcome. So I was just kind of,
we were talking about you behind your back.
Asking about, really. So again.
So we were talking about a behind her back, weren't we?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Don't rewind. Don't recap. It's fine. Yeah. So where were we? Yeah. Okay. So the alert then that you were talking about, Kaz, was basically, so I suppose it's a combination of things, and you kind of want it to be, if I understand it right, you want it to be alerted if that happens. You get, for example, up above the 80% line, the red stochastic, the stock 1 crosses down below the stock 4, essentially, like so, that kind of thing. So you get an alert on that, and the opposite down here. So was that about it, or was there more? Because that's kind of one thing, isn't it? So I think, because I know that can be done in the alerts, but I could show you that, and then I think there was a second thing you might need to remind me. So yeah, I think so. Okay, so in that case, if I go into the alerting, hope I can actually do this now. I looked at it briefly before. So yeah, setting up an alert then on Quadzilla, it'll be the chart time frame, the 3 minute, and Quadzilla, obviously, we want to look at. So these are all the sort of custom alerts, like the application alerts that Quadzilla, kind of fires off. There's also these down here, which are the ones that you pointed out. So in this case, we'd want a crossing down, like so, of the stochastic one in this case. Like, so you can choose from, these are all the different things that Quadzilla plots. It's a bit of a peek under the bonnet, or the hood for American and Canadians and so on. Australians, do Australians say hood instead of bonnet?
I don't know. It sounds about, I know, I'm not sure.
We normally have Aussie in the chat to me, but I guess it might be 3 a.m. or something. But
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so choose the stochastic one, and I think this is probably where I misled you, Kaz, because I said you can't put in a value, but I was thinking of a completely different thing. So think of sea bass or something, just fancy a bit of sea bass right now. So yeah, but except this obviously isn't it, is it? This is crossing down over Quadzilla 1.2 and over the stochastic 4. But so yeah, that's the first bit. So no value there. So it's essentially if stochastic 1 crosses down over stochastic 4, that's fine. So you get alerted on that. But obviously that would be like anywhere within here. The other bit then is, and if the price, not the price, if the Quadzilla V1.72 stochastic 1, where did it go? Yeah, okay, and greater than yeah, stochastic 1 greater than 80.
All right.
It might be greater than, I guess you can do greater than 79. You can put it in whatever value you want. Yeah, there. And add. So I think that would work. So it's basically saying, like, yeah, you're above 80, and that crossover happens.
I didn't actually know you can do the crossing down of something like that. That's quite cool.
Yeah, I didn't know either. It's only when Kaz kind of first asked about it and then posted the screenshots in the Discord saying, like, she's kind of like, look, you doofus. Here's the screenshot. Just now parrot that back to me, which is what I've just done. So glad I could be of help there. So so apologies. I probably dragged that out. I probably was a bit slow to actually respond to that, but it was like you basically gave me all the answers, really, and so I kind of repeated those back, or it feels a bit like that. But I hope that works. I'll leave that alert set, because genuinely I think that would be quite useful, because in fact, that with you asking that also did lead me to dig into this a bit more, because the whole thing about the fastest moving, the stock 1 crossing the stock 4, there's actually something to that. There really is, because I think it's because you quite often get an earlier signal, essentially, that the price is on the reverse, and it usually kind of appears in the form of like bearish or bullish divergence. Obviously bearish divergence in this case, because the price up there is still looking bullish. Like I was saying before, it's above the 90 MA, it's heading upwards, but this there is like, that not really, expect the price to turn pretty soon. So that an alert there, I think, actually would give you enough time then to start to get ready to open a short.
Do you actually need Quadzilla to be configured like this to do the alert, or can you now switch it back to the normal display?
You can now switch it back. Absolutely.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it is a really nice thing about it. So it'll remember the value they put in for this. So so just put in some number, but it'll also remember that. Excuse me. So put that back. Yeah, and then you can switch on the convergence band again. But one other thing, just because looking at it now, that has got me wondering if do you get a better signal if it's the stock 4 versus the weighted average? Because the weighted average is weighted towards the slower moving stochastics, so it's like it's pretty close to the 4 in any case, but obviously takes in a bunch of the 3, some of the 2, and a tiny bit of the 1, and of which you can actually play around with those values here and under the changes at your peril setting. So change them if you dare at your peril. So I was wondering, so I've now got on there the white is the weighted average, the green is the 4, and the red is the 1. So just look for some divergence of where the price is. So it doesn't really quite do that. The 1 just about got up into overbought just there, plop back down, but that was in an overall kind of downtrend in any case, which is why I think these didn't quite catch up. This ought to be quite a good one because it's a steep price heading up, and yeah, not quite. This one comes back to the same one, actually. I mean, this is just on the 3 minute, but yeah. So this one, at this point, yeah, the 4 and the average are kind of almost in lockstep at that point. They're also not over here, but at that point they were. So there's definitely value in having both. I think the average one is useful as just a sort of information reduction kind of a plot, because it's so you don't have to have like an absolute massive squiggly lines all over the chart, like sort of spaghetti chart essentially. So you can kind of pare it down a bit, because like without that it's like that sort of thing essentially. But if I take these, let's put the average back and just switch the convergence band back on when it comes on. Come on. Is it going to come on? Doesn't want to. Oh yeah, it's back now. So yeah, that's more back to like Quadzilla as it usually is. But yeah, those the alerts are kind of pretty damn good, I think, just in that sense. Because I didn't realize you can do all that stuff with them. Just digging into it a bit. That there is all sorts, because like oh yeah, okay. If you've got a channel in there, inside or outside channel entry, blah, blah. What sort of stuff has it got for that? It's a channel of. Has Quadzilla got channels? Not really. I have to explore that a bit. But yeah, there's also like so greater than, less than. The crossing stuff is very cool. They've exposed that, and also just if it's trending up or trending down, gone up by a certain percent or moving up a certain percent between bars and so on. So that's nice, because with that you can actually specify kind of a rate of change by setting the percent. Like if it's moving at 1% in the last 2 or however many bars, you can get really specific with it. But yeah, so that, I think that one with the red and the green crossover in overwater or oversold is pretty great. That's a good alert to set. So okay, oh brilliant. On YouTube we've actually got more people watching on the Mafftopia YouTube channel than Saver Crypto.
Bloody hell.
Sorry about that. But thanks so much, guys and girls who are watching.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks. And the vast majority of people who are watching on X as well. What's that about? It's your X account, I should point out.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I'll let you off.
Was it? Oh, have you set up a different alert sound? Was that a bit more of a polite one?
Oh no, that was my phone.
Doing
something. That was a WhatsApp message. So my friend doesn't realise I'm on a live stream. Anyway, but
yeah, so people just got no consideration. It's almost like they got lives of their own or something, isn't it? So should we do a bit more TA then? I know that.
Yeah, because
you played the jingle bit. Yeah,
I did. Yeah, I did actually ape into a bit of a long actually a few minutes ago, and so far so good actually. So yeah.
Where did you enter the long? And what time?
78839.
78839.
Yeah, that was as it was sort of going down, just coming up to 3 o'clock. I could have got it better than that.
I dropped to the 12 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't the bottom, but it's up now anyway, so that's good.
Oh, lovely! So you actually caught all of that?
Eh?
No. I'm on the wrong day. No.
Hang on. 78. Sorry. 78838. That's what I said, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's on the 12-minute, there's a retracement level at pretty much that value, 78859. So you entered along.
Yeah, I did.
And was it back here? So like, I mind that's 2 a.m.
No, it was just before the stream. Just
okay, right. So it wasn't all of that. It was like just more reason.
Yeah.
For it. Okay.
Well, when the little haze were going off, I just I just aped in a bit then.
Okay, right, you are. So it's actually about there then.
I
think if I just extend that retracement level, because it's kind of that, isn't it? Pretty much. Where you went long, and so you have. Actually, let's put the actual number in. 788. Let me. Come on.
Yeah, 78839.
Was it 39? 38.
838.9.
9, for God's sake. Okay, so that's there, right? Which means that you have got so far a 0.72% actual price rise range, right? So what leverage are you on? What leverage?
I'm on 20x, so it's actually 14.86 is what it's saying at the moment.
Ooh, okay.
Which is it's quite a big position as well. So That's actually point. Oh god, it's the thing with what do you call it? Bitunix. If you're doing the BTC pairs or BTC USD perpetuals, it doesn't give you the amount you're in profit in equivalent dollar value. So it says 0.011, which I think that's about $900 or something, is it?
Something like that, don't I?
Yeah. So it's not bad so far.
Yeah. So I mean, it's also looking pretty positive in the sense that the EMAs are all starting to head upwards. There's a sort of EMA convergence zone that started to plot in, isn't there, which is kind of indicating that we could well see. I think that's with the yellow and the green, 21 and 55, looking like they could well cross over. So the yellow, if it carries on, if it kind of catches up, if that's just going to do that, then that will cross over, and that would be a like super duper bullish sign. That might even steepen and head up at the yellow. And obviously the cyan, the 9, has already crossed above the 21. So that's already, it's like an early indication of a continuing trend, upward trend in this case, when that happens. So in terms of where it might get to, there's obvious liquidity there. That's going to be resistance. So I don't know what we're doing. I'll just do that. So
yeah, I mean on the 1 minute time frame, there's a bearish retracement about now actually. So I'm expecting a little bit of a struggle just where we are right now. But is that the 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay. What
different? This is the index. Are you on Bitunix?
I'm actually on the Bybit one actually. I think. Hang on. Yeah, I'm actually on the Bybit USDT one. I don't know why I'm on that, but I am.
Okay, let's find it. Bybit. I guess that. No. Let's have the T.
So it's BTC USDT.P.
This one, the perpetuals. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's drawing.
That's what,
okay.
Why does that look different?
Don't know.
BTC.
I mean, how different?
Like very. Hang on a minute. That's something I'm not seeing. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Just sort of zoom out a bit. Oh, so no, yeah. Why is that different?
Well, but I mean, do you want to share your screen for a sec? I mean, actually, you know what? I'll pop your screen onto the screen. That's yours.
Yeah, let me just change to.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I see now where you are. So if I'll just kind of replicate what you got there. I think you.
No, that's not the chart I'm looking at there.
Oh, isn't it? No, okay.
No,
but that is the Bybit perpetual chart on the. Oh, that's a 2-day. Okay. This is going well, isn't it?
Yeah. Hang on a sec. Right. Excuse me. Right. Look, so I've just saved that on the other computer. So if I change that profile there, right. So you got the 3 of them here. But yeah, so this one here is the 1 minute. You see, that's got this retracement there. And that is.
So at 79, oh no, is that where the price is? No, 79.5.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, it's just different.
Why is let me just.
This one's showing a retracement level at 79.29.
Oh, hang on a minute. No, BTC. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? BTC USDT perpetual. Yeah, that's right.
maybe it doesn't matter too much. If I'll just pop my screen back just for a
second. Yeah, sure. Anyway, I mean, we're actually at that level now, so we'll see what happens.
Well, you know what the interesting thing is, because on this, it's another case where that fair value level at the retracement channel is exactly where the price has come to. So for whatever reason, on this one, it's showing as that instead of a retracement level. So it's actually halfway between two retracement levels, and there's that one down there that obviously finished, but it would still be relevant. So I could just kind of add that as a continuation. So the price has kind of come up to that 50% level there, the dashed line, and it's exactly on it. It's toying with it. It's obviously had quite a pump, isn't it, heading up, and now it seems to be using that fair value level as I was going to say as support. It's just dropped below it, but it came up, rejected off it, kind of broke above, failed, flopped down, but so it's totally just that level there that it's now just kind of like oscillating around, like that sort of thing.
Have you got your retracement lens set big?
Oh, it probably is that, something along those lines. Yeah, let's have a look.
I think mine's just
yours on the default.
Is that 480? Is it?
Mine's on 650. Is yours 480?
Let me just confirm that. Pardon me. It is on 450. Sorry,
450.
Both of them.
Sounds like the default. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it is.
Doesn't make that much of a difference. I lose my retracement channel, so thanks. I might just put that back to 650. There we go. Let's get that back. That's an interesting point, actually. So it is kind of good to play around with these a bit, because any levels it draws in are relevant and correct. It's just that by playing around with these levels a bit, you get more of these. I think the reason why this is now drawn in that retracement channel is because this one is drawing for longer. So that would be the one that's all the way up here. That retracement level. Sorry, I keep doing that. That retracement level. Let's get rid of it. It's probably right at the end. We got the CAS alert. So brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked. But should we confirm that? Sorry to interrupt that.
Yes,
anyway,
yes.
that one drew for a very long time, and so to sum up that, which is why that retracement channel had a chance to appear there. So this is quack. Sorry, phone quacked. Crossing down the thing of the thing, essentially. So, and that was on the 3 minute, wasn't it, where we set that up?
So is that like very? So that means it's going to turn round and come down, does it?
Let me just quickly reinstate the things. Yeah, so essentially it's saying that the on the 3 minute that the fast stochastic, the stock one, crossed down below the 4, although it looks like it's actually come back up again, and it did that while it was up here in overbought. However, I probably had that set to something like once per bar or something. Can we get to the alerts on here? So long since I've done messed about with alerts and things, it's these, isn't it? Just the alerts. Oh, I've got 2 active. Okay. Why have I got... That must have been from before. Anyway, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, so yeah, I set it to once per bar. So if I set that to once per bar close, obviously if it was a lower time frame, like 3 minutes, because I think for something like that that price turn, you kind of do want that to be on the bar close to get the confirmation, because in this case, it's like it was threatening to do that, but then it just like, yeah, there's a bit more, whatever, a bit more lead in the pencil. So it's just carried on up for a little while longer. It's making a reach for that. Whether it gets there, I don't know. But there's also that sneaky step 3 of that retracement level there. So it's 79.8 ish. So it might even hit there and bounce off. What else we got on here? I could probably bring in. I think what's my script? Where we go? That one. This isn't my script, by the way. It's just one that I nabbed and then renamed to shorten the name. So this one, that's going to start annoying me now. That's going to keep going off. I think that was probably an older one. I don't know if you can hear my phone quacking, but that's actually the alert.
Okay.
If you're wondering. So,
my long's looking juicy now.
It is. It's. Oh! It did get up to that retracement level. Woot! And now the price has come down and exactly is holding on at bang on the retracement level. Now it's down. Live commentary. So is it going to? Oh, you know what? Now we've got a super down. Is it going to break back above? It's going for it, isn't it? Wants to get back above there. But the it's trying. Funny how it's actually toying with that exact level when it gets up to it.
Not sure what to do. I've got my stop loss in profit now, and
well, given this is only on the 3 minute, so I don't know. But looking at that, there's such levels of liquidity there. It's the bulls may have got a bit exhausted, smashing above that level there, just all of that there really, and there's now that level, of course, as well. Let's draw it. Probably want to go to something a bit. Try the 12. Go to the daily and see. Yeah, wow, okay. There's interesting. Okay, yeah, because I didn't really get to say, because I put that in and forgot to talk about it. So that's just order blocks and fair value gaps and breaker structure things and so on. So that's drawing in. There's essentially a fair value gap just there, which, as sometimes does happen, that fair value gap exactly ties in the top of it with this bearish retracement level. So you could well expect, if the price even gets up to this level, it might kind of react a bit from that continued fair value gap there. That there'd be orders being kind of force closed and so on within that. But if it does get above, it'll probably do that to the top of that order block, and then just kind of blop in some way, in some manner, fashion, or otherwise. So that's going to be the, if it gets above that range we drew in before, and it's exactly the top of that range now. So if it does, then that'll be the area that it'll play with and probably reject from, I think. There's a big if in there though. So you'll get a confirmation it's heading up that direction if it breaks above basically where it is right now. So I mean it's above 80. Usually when it breaks up above a round number like that, it rejects at least the first time, doesn't it?
Well, that's what it did this morning, wasn't it? Because it went up to 80 something.
Was it 80?
Yeah. So it went up to.
So go to the 1 minute. Sorry, the 1 hour.
Yes, so it went up to 80,500.
Excuse me. Oh, interesting. So in that case, it's either going to double top at 80 and that's it, party's over, or it's going to break above and head up to those to there, really, isn't it? I can't get it. I'm not sure if I believe those numbers. They're not true. Just is that just on the daily? I mean, yeah, 88. Can you see it getting up to 88 this week? It'd be nice. Is that in the script?
Well, it could do. The weird thing is I'm looking at this now on Bitunix, and the funding rate is still negative, which is really bizarre. That shouldn't be the case when the price is going like it is, you know.
Well,
because that implies that everyone's still trying to short it.
Yeah. There could well be a whole bunch of bears who are currently sort of, well, I was going to say breaking themselves, but like shitting in the woods as bears do. So because they're being forced closed, essentially. So yeah, I think because it tends to work that way, doesn't it? When it's a bit contrary to expectations. In other words, so everyone's negative, so the bears all get taken out with high velocity rifles or whatever. Just another. What's that one? So again on the 3 minute, the crossing down thing. Because if that does happen, then that could well be quack. Sorry, that could well be the top. So, I don't know. I mean, it's got above that line, but here you can see that was the source of the alert. So that the red did sort of cross down below the green. The stock 1 crossed down below the stock 4, but it came up again because it's just mid bar. Maybe I will set that to the candle close. Can I just edit the alert? I suppose so.
Yeah,
just once per bar close. And this one, I can't remember this. Was this just one I set up before? It doesn't. Expiration May 30th. Maybe I'll just delete that one. Just bin. Okay, so see what happens. Yeah. So I think now that's set to the bar close, then we should get a bit of confirmation. Interesting that it's flickering. So that there is a bit of is it or isn't it going to head back down? It's wanting to keep on going, isn't it, to the upside? It's trying to. What's the RSI saying at the moment?
I might take a little.
The RSI. Yeah, the RSI is slightly in agreement with the momentum at the moment, the stochastic momentum, the Quadzilla momentum things, and we could have a look at the if I can find it. Sorry, 1 sec. Not specifically this. It's just in this browser, this browser window. But hey, Quadzilla, woo, go get it. I was going to say we could look, not the funding rate, we could look at the liquidation heat map, just to get an idea, really. So this is just on the 24-hour, and so yeah, okay. Liquidity to the upside that looks like it wants to be eaten up, and this tends to play out. This sort of thing. So the price could head up to like 81.1 or thereabouts to slurp up all of that. I've got a feeling, it might even accumulate a bit sideways where it is at the moment. and then continue to the upside to 81. And then if it's really keen, it'll come out to the sort of 82 level, because otherwise there's a long way down. If it rejects from where it currently is, it's sort of 80. God, that's driving me nuts. That bloody alert! I've got to switch it off. That's meant once per bar. What's going on with it? Yeah. So, but yeah. So if it rejects from that kind of 80k level, then it's a long way down, isn't it? It's going to be like 78 would be the next port of call. There's a bit of liquidity there. That's very zoomed in. Let's just try on maybe the 3 months or something. Why would it logs me out and then says, "Oh, you need to log in"? What are you thinking?
Don't know.
Oh, it's
a different browser.
No, it's
the TradingView app.
Yeah, what's it doing now? It's telling me it wants me to sign up for an API, and here's your API key, which I probably shouldn't show anyone.
Probably not. No.
No. Liquidation. I haven't really explored this very much. It's just since we go straight to the heat map. Bitcoin is very red. It's there seems to be a lot more short liquidations, because that's what's happening, isn't it? So like you look at the funding rate, there's an awful lot of short squeezes going on, short being squeezed at the moment, and which is quite kind of suggestive of just more upside. I think maybe potentially like a bit of explosive upside. Like it's going into the 3 months. Let's have a look. Doesn't really tell us very much, because choose your narrative on that one. I think the 24-hour told us kind of what we need to know on that in terms of just the intraday kind of trade. And similarly on this, so don't really know, because no one does, except Donald Trump's family, I guess. But the price is more likely to head up, I think. But I mean, it's come down from that level, that 80,300-ish level. So, and funnily enough, that retracement level, it's now using that as a level of support to head back up. But yeah, so it's likely to range a bit, I think, and then maybe head upwards. Try 30. While we're there, I'll pause that. Okay. Please pause. Is that paused? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, on the 30. Is that telling us anything? Oh, a bit. Yeah. What could I draw in? Because I mean, it kind of topped a bit there, didn't it? And then bink again, and then just kind of skewered that pretty much. Then it was support. So downside's looking okay in the sense that it has on this, it certainly like within that range down to 78, which is also kind of what we're looking at just now on the liquidation heat map, isn't it? That if the price drops, if the price does reject from up here 80k level, it's going to kind of come down and kind of hit within. It's going to come down to this liquidity, which is what we're showing up on there, at the sort of 78-ish k. It's kind of between there and basically there. Like so, down to within that. But Yeah. Maybe this is the ranging that it's currently doing, but it could be within that level.
I'll tell you what. You know, you were looking at the 12-minute time frame earlier on.
Yeah,
looking for that EMA cross. Well, I mean, they're actually touching now. So I think if the next candle can stay green, I think they should. I think it should go up a bit more. I would say.
Yeah.
Because I was going to take some profit here, but I think I might hang on a bit. So
I mean, you're safe, aren't you? In the sense.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
You got your stop loss set at a good place, at a good take profit place.
Yeah, I've actually put it up now. It's actually it's no, it's around about 79 grand is the stop loss, but
okay,
I could go a bit higher, couldn't I?
Up to you. So, what's your price target? Do you have a price target?
Somewhere above.
Yeah, okay. Ambitious. Yeah. I like your blue sky thinking.
Yeah. No, I did have something in mind, but I haven't set a take profit. I was thinking about that old CME gap actually, the one from January, which would have to go on the CME chart. It would have to go up to 84.5k to fill that. So I am sort of hoping for something like that. Yeah, 84.5. Yeah, I don't know if that will happen, but could do.
There's some reasonable sort of levels up that way. I mean, because so 84.5 is about there. So that there is. I mean, there's. Well, I suppose really it's all of that, but there's also within it that level, just there, of liquidity. Why did I draw it in like that? Do that.
The other one is the other one before that is I've got one of my monthly sort of pivot levels from coming back from last year sort of thing, which is actually at 82.5. So that might be a TP1 if it gets up there, but
I think that kind of if that 82.5. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to bounce around, I think. But that 82.5 is also where that fair value level there is there from that retracement channel, which is between that level and that level. So that's a contender as well, I think.
So it's pulling back a bit now, but that's because on the 1 minute we've got all the we just had a load of the trend shields to sort of say, it was going to come back down, and then but hang on a minute, no, they've just stopped appearing. Consequently, the price has come down a little bit, but and we now got some trend shields on the 3 minute, so that's all quite normal.
Yeah, I think this is standard kind of pausing for breath sort of thing.
Yeah,
but also because that bit of liquidity just there, kind of, so it's clearly within that what was within that little range just there, wasn't it? There probably are open orders just there.
Yeah.
Or orders that are ready to be force closed. So the price came down, dipped into there, force closed some orders, and from that gained some energy to just bounce up again. So this is just on the 1 minute, but it's now below the 9 EMA, which is potentially a bit significant. That could simply be that, because that's fairly bearish. It tends to be a bearish signal when it closes below the 9 EMA and then kind of stays there. So it really needs to get back above it. But it could also just be that it's going to range a bit between the 21 and the 9 while, recharging. and then breaks above it and heads up. That's a bias, obviously, that it's going to break above and head back up. But from what else we were looking at, that I think that still seems like the most out of the two scenarios that the more probable one.
Anyway, bearing in mind you set the stream up today, I was just wondering about your thumbnail. In fact, let's
save with crypto.
Do this, but it's the wrong.
Justify your thumbnail.
But
right,
on your thumbnail, you're talking about traditional stocks and stuff, weren't you?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
What was that about?
Yeah, let's have a quick look at that, because it was basically that. Let me just quick recap on that. I just realised why my phone is so loud. The volume is boosted above the maximum level. So I need to do that. Like if I'm like using headphones, earphones, or whatever. There's a maximum level that's nothing to do with thumbnails, by the way. But there's a maximum level that's that Android phones kind of allow to pump out from apps and stuff. And it's just I'm not deaf. I'm not deaf, but it's too quiet. So if I'm in the gym or something like that, and there's like stupid music playing, like, or whatever, and it's just like so I can't listen to my audiobook.
Okay.
My I don't know, just book of whatever, and so yeah, I have to like boost the volume beyond what the probably EU regulations allow it to be, or whatever, so I can just like hear what the hell they're talking about. Anyway, that's nothing to do with anything. I'm probably jabbering a bit because I forgot why I put the thumbnail together. That particular one.
I could just pretend it never happened.
So, come on, load up.
I mean, I know that oil had a bit of a crash, didn't it? So, which is why Bitcoin went up, because that's kind of what happens, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think it was essentially, from the looks of this, the problem is like on the S&P 500, it's on the daily. That's looking very, very rosy at the moment, like extremely. It's also looking a little bit toppy, to be fair, but it is looking quite uppy. But I think as people have started to notice, it's the shiny, high flying stocks that are kind of like probably painting a bit of a rosier picture than what there really is in terms of the overall US economy. What else was so I mean, there's strong demand for Bitcoin spot ETFs in the US, like currently recording nearly $1.9 billion in inflows. I don't know what time frame that's on there. Still pressure in Washington regarding the Clarity Act. Additionally, a new legislative framework has been proposed that would allow US businesses to conduct payments, auditing, and bookkeeping directly on the Bitcoin network. Okay, that'd be very nice. I don't think that'd be great for personal freedoms and liberties and things, but great for Bitcoin, so it's a double-edged sword, that one. Coinbase reported its Q1 earnings. We'll report them later this week, and that'll provide a clearer picture of retail trading volumes and demand for institutional custody of your coins and things. But yeah, so that's all good and rosy. Rosy picture. So index highs. S&P 500 is high. The Nasdaq has broken above its 25,000 mark for the first time ever. Earnings are outperforming. So Q1 2026 earnings are past the halfway mark with over, what does that mean? Earnings are past the halfway mark. Oh, for Q1. Okay, yeah. So over 80% of the S&P 500 companies have beat their estimates. Mega cap tech mega cap tech, alongside resilient consumer spending reports from like Visa, Starbucks. Everyone can afford the overpriced coffee syrup and stuff. So diabetes for all, woohoo! And that's all driving the S&P even higher. But it's all masking underlying weakness in the broader market. So small cap stocks and cyclicals are significantly lagging behind the technology sector. So it's all the AI companies and so on that are just, and Nvidia obviously in among that they're just boosting the overall index. Brent crude oil prices above $110 a barrel. That's obviously just going to impact everything. The Feds, as in the Federal Reserve, they've obviously held the interest rates at between 3.5 and 3.75%. Markets are currently pricing in a pause through the mid-year, largely due to the inflationary pressure of rising energy costs. In other words, there's a war on, everything's getting expensive, and so of course, pricing is reflecting that. Tomorrow there'll be the ISM, PMI, and JOLTS job openings being announced. That'll be a kind of a notable thing. Expect volatility. And Wednesday, ADP national employment reports. Friday, the April non-farm payrolls. Consensus for that is expecting a sharp deceleration, with estimates projecting between maybe 49 and 73,000 jobs added, but that's well below the 12-month average. Unemployment is expected to hold at about 4.3% in the US. That's high. Okay. That's really high. So yeah, overall the is very good. Yeah, got it.
How does that normally affect us? I can't remember which way around it is now.
I think it's bad. I think because if everyone's just on the dole, as it were, on welfare and claiming no one's really got any spare money,
right?
So there's certainly no room for retail to be buying any bitcoins or whatever, and it's just a bad sign of the market overall. So even if the tech stocks are high flying, the rest of the stocks are not looking that great, and that's obviously the problem. So something like this that we're seeing is like, sort of, wow, good times, doesn't get better than that. But that's not really reflective of the true state of the economy, which is the thing. So one to not get too carried away with, and unless Bitcoin itself can kind of be carried along with this happening, but obviously isn't. I mean, that's probably why we've seen a bit of a decoupling between Bitcoin and things like the S&P. Have we there? Daily. Yeah. That what we're seeing there ain't that, is it? That they've utterly decoupled, and I think it is because of that split between the high flying stocks and the rest of it. That's the reason. So retail demand isn't there. People aren't stockpiling Bitcoin with their whatever's left over from their weekly or monthly wage packet, or from their welfare money, their welfare checks.
Yeah.
So yeah. There you go.
Okay.
That's the thumbnail justified.
All right. There you go. Thank you very much. That's excellent. So we have now got that cross on the 12-minute Bitcoin chart, which is good.
Good. Have a look.
So that's looking quite good to me now.
Yeah. Which over on here. Okay.
On the
oh wow, yeah. Okay, so 25 and the 55 EMAs.
21 and 55.
What did I say?
25 and 55.
Did I? No,
Yeah,
sorry.
I think you did.
So yeah, okay. So the 21 is crossed above the 55 and approaching that retracement level. So beware a little bit. Mind you, that's already done there, isn't it? What am I talking about? We don't really talk about the 55, about the EMAs crossing retracement levels. I don't think that's even a thing. So, what else we got? Interesting, that kind of order block just there. The top of that is very much where the price just came down to. I don't know if that's really visible on the screen share, but if I just kind of draw in it,
just about, yeah.
That's meant to draw a line. Where's it? Oh god, it started doing that again. All right, I'll draw the line. Oh, that's why. Okay, it did, but I had the drawings. I was going to switch to a different chart actually. Not as many lines. I'm going to delete the lines. Okay, so yeah, that one. If I just draw in that, like so. So price going down. Now it's kind of reacting with that. So that's 79.9. And obvious kind of resistance level there, because the price very much pivoted. It shot up. We got the old telltale tall wick, the candle, the kind of rejection and back down, which usually suggests that there's a bit of the price is going to pivot. But in this particular case, actually I'll just switch the convergence band back on so we can get a clearer idea there. That should come back on. There we go. Yeah. RSA off for now. Bring it down. What was I going to say about it? Yeah, that's not like a clear sign of a pivot in terms of the momentum. And yet up here, that's, I mean, now it's looking like it probably is. That is looking a little bit toppy at the moment, unless it can continue along there. Yeah. So again, this could be the ranging that we were talking about, just playing out. As I say, that it drops down further. Okay, next port of call, could it bounce off the 9 EMA? Or is it going to smash through it? React a tiny bit. Is it going to come down to that retracement level then?
Oh, no.
Could that be where it bounces from? Might still be. Reacted with it.
Okay.
Saved by Quadzilla. So if this candle can close above that 9 EMA again, then I think you're golden. What's a bit worrying though is that where those were converging, it's now turned into more of a leveled off thing, which is usually suggestive of the EMAs just kind of doing that. Yeah.
I did actually just add a bit to my position actually.
Oop.
So I'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
But I've still got my stop loss in profit, so that's all right.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a big trade now.
How far away is the stop loss at the moment?
$200.
Pretty close.
I think
okay.
I think it's going to close actually. Might have to go and concentrate on this actually.
Yeah, sure. I think we've been going for like hour and 20. It's a
good
session, you know.
Yeah, no, it's great actually, and Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but I mean, if it's exciting tomorrow, then we could actually do a similar time to this tomorrow, rather than just not do one on Tuesday. I might consider that.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, I'd have to check. I mean, obviously, there's nothing stopping you from
I can do
watching
it,
the live stream, and then I could just join it if I can.
Yeah. Obviously, it's in your work. It's in your work time, isn't it? So just have to be when you stop for your cup of tea and a biscuit.
Yeah, there's also the gym. I try and get to the gym like later in the day as well. Just trying to stay fit, stay fit, trying to get fit. Yeah. So what else we got? And also, we probably want to catch up at some point about the Mafftopia video we were going to do. That music one, the music.
Yeah. I did. So what we're talking about is that Onjine de Poitrine, which is like a Canadian duo who do strange microtonal music in funny time signatures. I do want to watch. I watched it very briefly the other day. There's somebody did an actual deconstruction of some of the tunes.
Yeah,
talking about the mathematics of it, sort of thing. And I want to watch that again because there's some bits I didn't quite understand actually.
I think I've probably got that same video actually lined up. As well.
Okay, yeah. Because
I want to watch that as well, and then we'll be a bit more informed.
Yeah, because that was quite good. I thought, okay, that all makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
So
then what we could do is if we then just kind of record us chatting probably about it, and you with the music theory, and then after that I'll try and give it the sort of the Mafftopia treatment, to turn it into a fairly comprehensive sort of understandable video, I guess. It's that has jump cuts and things like that, whatever it needs. So yeah.
I can imagine a good thumbnail for it at the moment, but it would have to be it'd have to be me and you disguised as on
wearing the hats and things.
Yeah. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be Klek or KHN?
Who's the one on the drums?
That's that Klek, I think he's called.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably be him.
You would want to be him. Okay, so I've got the big triangular head. Excellent.
Is that? Oh, you say that like that's a bad thing?
No. They're both extremely talented, I think. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
excellent.
It does mean you got to have bare feet.
That's all right. Quite often got bare feet.
Watch where you walk.
Yeah, got bare feet now. There you go.
Okay. Well, you're halfway there. Yeah, just need that. So awesome. Okay, so probably wrap it up there, and yeah, that's it. Wrap it up there.
Okay, all right. Thank you everyone for coming along. I know it wasn't the busiest stream in the world, but yeah, hopefully you found it good fun. I learned a lot. Buy Quadzilla. It's
put on the.
If you buy it annually, it kind of works out nice and cheap. And I mean,
isn't there an offer on it at the moment?
There is. Yeah. So if you use the Bitunix link, so or even if you're still, if you've signed up already with our link anyway, but if you use savercrypto.org/Bitunix, or just use the link in the description of this live stream, you can sign up for Bitunix. And if you put like about $1,000, if you trade with like about $1,000 worth of something there, it doesn't have to be exactly that, but like a reasonable chunk of money, then we'll give you Quadzilla free for a month, so you can try it out, which I think is quite cool. And there's this really excellent Bitunix offer going on at the moment until the 18th of May, which is there's like deposit bonuses for new users, and then for existing users there's rewards based on your trading volume. And I must admit, my trading volume at the moment is 13 million, and that's that's with an account that's now got about 18 grand in it. And
was that up from like $300 or something?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
That's insane.
It was over 20 grand a few minutes ago, but yeah, that's since January. So
yeah, that's got to be, that's going to be a thumbnail to put up at some point, isn't it? I'm sure.
Yeah. I just don't want to fumble it and lose it all or do it wrong, because I know what happens now is I get a bit greedy, you know, like this current one, the position size is like
just aping into it.
Yeah, the current position size is like 184 grand, you know. So it's a little bit scary, you know. But you know, the point is, I mean, trading with that kind of amount, you know, if I was to close this trade now, I've made about $1.5 grand. So, you know, that's just using Quadzilla. And what I did was all them little hays that were that were playing at the start of the live stream. That was my alerts for the green bars down on the momentum oscillator, on the 1 minute, 3 minute, and 12 minute time frames. And I was starting to see a lot of those all at the same time. So I thought, I'll sod it. I'll just go into a bit of a long, which is what I did. And that's literally all I did. So
is that pretty much how you tend to enter a trade then?
I do look at retracement levels and stuff like that. And but yeah, essentially, yeah. You know, if I see that kind of confluence between the 1, 3, and 12 minute, and when you've zoomed out on like the 1 hour and stuff, it's looking feasible. You know, it's not like halfway through an obvious drop or anything like that. Then that's pretty much what I do. Yeah,
because it would be easy to snort at that sort of like trade plan. You know, call that a trade plan, off and off and off. You know, but you're obviously like making money from it. It's working, you know.
Well, yeah, the numbers don't lie, do they? So, you know.
No, exactly. Yeah.
You know, I've turned $300 into, well, since 20 grand since January. So.
Yeah, and in the last 24 hours, you turned 20 grand into 18 grand.
Well, there is that as well.
But I wasn't meant to say that bit out loud, I think, but. But yeah. I mean, totally. I mean, I'm sort of messing about with that, but it's clearly working. You know, like in an extremely good way. So
yeah, you should give it a go.
Anyway, really, but it's the willingness to just kickstart the trade, isn't it? Because I'm assuming that not all of them, you know, kind of do make a profit. There's probably some number that don't, but then like I guess then when one of them you know, kind of heads into profit and stays in a profit, then you kind of run with it and keep it going.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I had a few last week where I kind of, you know, broke even, or a few that, like, you know, lost a few $100s here and there, you know. So
yeah,
I actually, you know, I probably went down about $2 grand over the space of last week, and then kind of made it all up over the weekend, you know. So
yeah,
so it has been up and down. The weird thing about
it's the willingness to close a trade in a loss, and the tenacity to keep on going, just open the next trade and open the next trade.
I'm getting better at. It sounds ridiculous, but I'm getting better at taking a loss, you know, like before it becomes a catastrophic loss.
Yeah, exactly, because that's so easy to get lulled into that, and then
I mean, you know, I kind of work on the principle that, you know, if I can't remember the actual percentages now, but if you make something like a 10% loss, then you only need like about a 12% loss to get back to where you were, you know.
Yeah.
But if you make a 50% loss, you need to make 100% to get back where you were, you know. So
yeah.
So you don't want to end up with those big losses, you know. So you can afford to lose a few trades in a row as long as you get a good one, you know. By you know, for me, it's. I never normally make a loss on like more than 3 in a row. If I do, I'm doing something wrong. So
yeah.
So, you know, it will be something like 2 losses and then 1 win, and
so
overall.
Do you? I mean, sorry, I know we were about to wrap up. I mean, if you do need to go in head off and manage the trade than do
No, it's all right. I think it started going back up now, so it's all right.
Okay, apart from that bit. So yeah, I was going to say, so like when you're opening these trades, then do you tend to look at would you look at that and say, okay, I'm going to wait for the price to come down to say that level and potentially go long? I mean, I don't think that would be a great place to go long just there, but just for example, wait for it to come down and then have your limit order set to go along at that point. Do you do that sort of thing?
I do that sort of thing, but when it starts getting near there,
then you get nervous.
I get nervous. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll physically move the actual price down, the limit. I'll move it down a little bit if it still looks like it's heading down. But by that time, I'm looking on like the 1 minute, the 1 minute Quadzilla stuff, to see, when you start getting the green backgrounds or that kind of thing, or if you've obviously got like a trend, if you've got a trend shield with a big red arrow pointing down, then you kind of know that the price is still going to come down a bit more, So I try and do the best as I can to catch the bottom, But what I've found now is now I've got more money to play with. Is what I tend to do is I'll go in with like a smallish amount, and then when it starts going back up, and I'm fairly confident that it's going to go back up, I'll kind of add to the trade, which messes up the entry a little bit, So I don't always get quite as good an entry as I want to, but I'm getting better.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, because you can usually sort of tell. Oh, in fact, it did. Oh, I suppose I'd randomly said there, hadn't I? So it didn't actually come down that far. It's kind of that. Actually, I want to draw another line. Just put that one there. So the price kind of, if I'd put it there, it would have triggered. But then maybe that would have been. I don't think that would have been a great entry in any case. Right, drew that in. So looking at that now, if you were looking at that and thinking like, okay, I want to start a new trade. I want to open a new trade. I mean, is that just a bad place to think? Is a bit kind of mid-level, isn't it, between name a place and name some other place?
That I'd consider that diddling in the middle, really. I think.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing I do look at is I'm really big on the 21 and 55 EMAs, but on what seems to happen is, if the price has been heading down and you think it's going to go back up, I'll be looking on the 1 minute first of all for them to cross bullish, and then they do, and then I'll look at the 3 minute, and the 3 minute's normally quite a good sign that it is probably going to go back up, and then I look at the 5 minute, and when you get across on the 5 minute, that always seems to be like really good. I mean, we had that earlier on this afternoon, actually, on the 5 minute, which is when we got like that nice big bump up, But that cross of the EMAs on the 5 minute, it's always quite spectacular with Bitcoin generally. That is so.
Because I know we tend to go to the 6 minute quite a lot, but do you think 5 minutes there's that much of a difference?
I don't really use the 6 much anymore, so no particular reason, but
sure.
But yeah, so I don't really know.
Whatever drives, really.
I guess it's similar,
Yeah. Bloody! How did a fly get in this room? Like everything's closed to just spontaneously generate in here. Anyway, so. Because so that's on the 5, and obviously, I mean, talk about it being mid everything. It's there's a 21 and the 55 that are nowhere near each other. The 9 and the 21 are nowhere near each other. There are signs of something. I mean, because obviously the 9 is just coming round. Do I kill that fly? Would I feel bad? Would that be bad juju, or whatever to do that, to kill a fly, kill a living creature on a live stream?
It's quite hard to do it anyway, isn't it? Like, I mean, what you tend to do? Chopsticks.
Well, Well, it's a Karate Kid thing, isn't it? So,
oh, is it? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
So, what were you doing in the 80s? Surely.
What was I doing?
Karate Kid. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Spend
remember
your
that.
entire 80s watching that.
don't remember that much actually.
Yeah. Anyway, so
most of the 80s I didn't have a TV. But so
I don't know. So you just had YouTube then, obviously.
Didn't even have WAP in those days.
God, that was it. WAP. Yeah, don't get me started.
What WAP?
Dead end technology, if ever there was one.
I know.
Anyway, there's. Do I go into that? Actually, I went to this WAP conference in Sweden, like back when WAP was. Actually, sorry, going to say something that I probably shouldn't say. When WAP was really on the verge of, well, among companies hoping to make money from WAP, it was on the verge of becoming popular.
Right.
So, but obviously not among people because WAP was terrible. But someone did give a presentation at this conference where they basically saying, well, look, on the internet, the desktop internet, you've got all these different websites. You got, as it was then, like, you got your Yahoo, you've got your Google, you've got your GeoCities, all of the top sites, and like putting it just these screenshots of them all over the big screen, and then saying like, and now what you all want to do is, and then he just narrowed it down, so it's just like a little keyhole display like that. He said you want to give people that and charge them for it.
Yeah.
It's like, and there's a lot of like uncomfortable coughs around the auditorium at that point. It's like, oh shit, he's right. It's like somebody dared to say that bit out loud, So,
yeah, I think I looked at like 2 sites with it and thought I'm not doing that because like
exactly, yeah, it's just this sucks. It's like what the hell is this?
It was just horrible. I think I was trying to find like the time of a coach from Victoria Station in London to Stoke-on-Trent or something like that. And I thought, I'll use WAP and see if I can do that. And I don't think I even found out, like what time the coach left. I ended up just going there and asking someone, and yeah, it was awful. It was truly awful,
Yeah. Well, part of the problem is that they basically turned it. They based it on the wireless technology of the time, rather than like sort of in a year's time or whatever, which would be by the time people are kind of converted all of their websites and so on to support WAP. And obviously by that stage, the mobile internet was just so much better anyway, so that you didn't need WAP. But also the other kind of big mistake they made with it was that you had the transport layer, the protocol layer itself, so that stuff could just transport over the wireless internet. And someone's outside with a chainsaw or something, actually. But on top of that, the markup language, their version of HTML was WML. So instead of just saying, okay, we're gonna ship this, like the transport layer, and that is WAP, they also said, okay, but everyone who's got a website, every website owner will have to convert their website so it also supports this WML. So they'll have to everyone will have to rewrite their websites from HTML to WML and run the two side by side. So obviously a non-starter in the first place. Like anyone with half a brain could have just seen that at the time. So I still went to a conference, but it's only because my company paid for it. So
yeah. They should
free trip to Sweden is brilliant.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've never been. I've been very, very close, but never actually been there. They should have done the WAP conference in Wapping, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean that was a rather big mistake. You know?
Yeah, but then you'd have to call it whapping, wouldn't you?
In so many ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, okay, should we wrap up?
Yeah, we're just talking nonsense now. Yeah, but no, I know that place, Mobile in Texas, I think it is. That's become quite a good city for like mobile technology, just because that's what it's called. It's called Mobile, you know.
Mobile.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Which features in the song "Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves" by Cher. There you go.
Okay. I'm glad I stuck around for the bonus content at the end of the live stream for that.
There you go. Right. Anyway, thank you.
Well, it's a serendipitous thing, isn't it? It's like the Isle of Lesbos and so on, and look, you know, that is now famous for that, you know, and so on and so on. Just
for Lesbos,
it's like nature imitating art in a way.
Awesome.
Maybe. Should we stop there then?
Right. On that note, thank you everyone for coming along, and please do like the stream and make sure you're subscribed to both Maftopia and Saber Crypto, all the X channels and YouTube channels alike. Okay. All right. See you all. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure, but if it is tomorrow, it might be a similar time to this. I actually, sorry, I'll do it anyway. But
Cool.
So I'll be here at 3 o'clock, and if you're around, Maff, pop in.
Yeah,
and,
I'll try and get there, but we'll see. I might just like drop in.
Cool.
At some point.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna look after this trade now. So, right. Thanks everyone for watching, and see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Cheers.